We live, we live, we live, we live. Yo, make me co-host, please.
Oh yeah, I got you.
How y'all
Welcome,
feeling, man?
welcome to another episode of the podcast. I'm your host. Hit the if you're new to the podcast, hit the subscribe button. And we're about to get started, man. It was a good game that happened today. Full squad is in the building. It's been a wild week, so we're about to talk about it. Football. So Arsenal versus Man United. That was a big rivalry that has been brought back into football. Because recently, it hasn't really lived up to par, but now it lived up to the expectations.
Yeah.
How was y'all feeling, watching the game? BK, obviously you're an Arsenal fan, you've been supporting your boys since day one. So how are you feeling, with this victory? 5 points at the top of the table. What you saying with the game? How you feeling?
Listen, let me get the mic. I'm just ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. I'm just over the moon. I have expressions that I've not even thought of that how I'm feeling. Do you get what I'm trying to say? 3 points after those wet wipes in blue and 1-on-1. You get me? Just MB, I saw your game, fam. Hella cheap. Paid off the ref, bro. Hella yellow. Let me not even get into that. Yeah.
Who paid off the ref?
You, man, bruv.
Man, focus on your game. Don't come here talking about.
Nah.
We got the home field advantage.
Nah, you know what? Listen, it was a good game. I can't lie, man. Just at first, it was kind of nervy, especially the way United started. But I could see, not that we was playing bad, because I feel like in the first half, 1 or 2 of our players weren't up to scratch. But I think after Eddie scored, I think we realized, okay, let's actually kick into gear. And yeah, man, I think we played well. Not the best, but I think we played well, and well was 3-2. It was, for me, this was kind of like a throwback of the Liverpool game. We played well, but we made it very hard on ourselves because, to be fair, apart from they only scored 1 good goal. The other goal, to me, it was a mistake on our part. So I think we caused ourselves for them to even score. So personally, I think, but to be fair, listen, I rate United though, because it was a very tough game for my players, because I could see it. But I think we were fitter than them. That's what I would say. And we were, clinical in our chances. That's it.
Man, these niggas got somebody named Wood Wiggles. I would never let that go, bro. I cannot let that go. Play 90 minutes for Manchester United. Wood Wiggles.
I think he paid to go there too. I think he paid his own ticket to go there.
And
Nah, listen, wait, Mohammed, you speak on
get
your
him
team.
out of there, bro. Get him out of there.
Listen, man, like I said, ultimately, it's all right, bro. Like, Arsenal, y'all go win the league, bro. At this point, we beat City. We took points off City. You know what I'm saying? We gave y'all 3 points. So go win the league. You know what I'm saying? Win the league.
You gave us, now we stole that. Like, we took it by force. You man, we are Debo, fam. You know what I'm trying to say?
Nah,
we Debo'd them points.
Before Arsenal got that 3rd goal, bro, they made Man United look like, bro, they were on ropes. That like 10 minutes before Arsenal scored the goal, where they were just switching side to side, overlap, cross, side to side, bro. I was like, if I was a United fan, bro, I would have been. I was today, because I didn't want them to score. But bro, I was so scared, bro. The way Arsenal were playing today, that was scary, bro. When they were looking for that 3rd goal, bro, I know Arsenal fans are tired of hearing it, but bro, that was reminiscent of like 2017 Man City with Sané and Sterling. Oh my god, bro. Oh, nah. It's the speed at which, like, the defender or the midfielder will get the ball and spray to the wing, and there will be someone just overlapping, bro. They did that. Tomiyasu had some crosses that were not too good. Zinchenko will not really overlap. Zinchenko kind of cuts inside and tries to give, bro. But the way they were doing it, then Man United clear the ball, they get it back, come back, they clear the ball, bro. There was no let up at all until they scored. That was crazy, man. That was crazy.
Right.
Yo, like,
So-
do you know what it is? Yeah, do you know what it is? What he said is true, because for me, in the 72nd minute, I could see we started to switch the game. Like, it's what we was doing. We started to like switch a game, and as we were doing that, I could see United weren't keeping up, because they were, like MB was saying, getting the ball, punting it away, and it was coming back. So in that moment, I thought, okay, now let's see like the still of this United team. And he tried to park the bus, bro. And Ten Hag, we saw you. We saw you, bro. We saw you, bro.
That's what I'm saying. They parked and they just kept clearing it, and it kept coming back because they were sitting so deep.
Yeah.
Do you think they play counter-attacking football?
Yeah,
no,
but
of course they did.
I don't even agree with that. I think,
but
the
last 15 minutes they were like red. They were fine to sit and like get the point. The last 15 minutes of the game, you cannot tell me United were looking for 3 points.
They weren't.
I think
when Fred came on, they wanted to park the bus.
This was a very weird game today, bro. I think like from the very beginning, I think that Arsenal started off very well, but you kind of expect that just because of the run they went.
You scored first.
No, but beginning, like I think you guys played well.
We were dead in the first, bro. Odegaard for the first 15 minutes was not good. Saka wasn't good for the first, let's say, 10 minutes. Martinelli was the only decent player for us. Partey was a shambles in the whole first half. Like, what's his name? Ben White got an early booking, and he couldn't do nothing for the rest of the game. Zinni was good, but he was not a second half good. So the only decent player for us in the first half was Xhaka, Eddie, and I'm gonna say Gabriel. I didn't notice Saliba too much this game. So for me, I don't think we was that good. I think you lot was good in the first half. I think you lot
I'm saying like the first 10 minutes, I think Arsenal played well. Like just looking at it from a Man United perspective, I think that we didn't figure out how to play, play in your box yet. We were struggling to build about a lot of our play. I felt like Partey. I also feel like Partey played well, bro. Like just looking at the game, he was like an understudy of Casemiro, bro. He was like a Chinese-made Casemiro.
Fuck off, man.
Honestly, bro. Like, I mean, I don't want to go game by game, but like, I feel like honestly, this is how I feel about the game, right? I think Man United, Ten Hag lost the game for us, bro. I don't think I blame Ten Hag for this game. Listen, I love the guy, bro.
Just to like cut in there, you do know Ten Hag's like post-match conference, he blamed his team for this loss.
No, I saw that. Yeah, he was saying that they didn't follow the discipline. But I think when he goes back and look at the game and like properly just like self-analyze, I think that he should hold himself responsible, because like I said, I think this is kind of his first season also. He's getting used to the Premier League. But if anybody who's been in the Premier League knew that 15 minutes, Man United were not set up to, we didn't have the players. We didn't play that well to hold out for a draw. And the only way you would have possibly get a draw is if you kept your attacking threat going forward. Because one, Arsenal are going for the league. They're not going to settle for the title. They like the tie. You could see they were trying to score the goal. So that means they're going to be vulnerable on the counter, right? We didn't have any attacking threat. The changes he made were too late also, bro. So I'm holding him responsible. And I felt like he settled for the draw a little too early. In his press conference, post-match, he was saying that, when like the team should have the team should have smelled this type of game where the maximum, when it reached to the point where the maximum we can get is a tie, you have to fight. You have to fight to keep that, get the point. And I think he should have recognized that they want the players on the field to fight for that, try to close out the game by just defending. We were not, Arsenal was going to score. The only way you get a point is if you have your attacking threat and possibly sneak in and win the game. We could have done that, a 2-2. Sneak in a counter, win the game, and the game over.
I'm curious to hear what Lulu thinks.
So I think
I'm curious to hear what Lulu thinks.
That's so funny.
Looking at it from the Man United perspective, I think we carried 3 players, bro. We carried Workhorse. Ten Hag gave him praise, said he was doing something with the pressing. I didn't really see him do anything with the pressing. The only point I felt like he was decent in the game where in the defensive set pieces. There were certain points where he won the game when the ball offensively, when the head crosses, kicks it to him. But majority of the time, he didn't really win the ball. His link-up play was okay, but I'm not really blaming the guy. He's just new in the building. So I felt like he should have subbed him off. The second player we carried was Anthony. This is definitely his worst performance.
Yeah.
His worst performance in the United shirt I've seen him. There's been some games he had a bad first half, but comes back second half, or a bad second half, first half. But I feel like he was bad the whole game, bro. And the third player, which I know
Bonito.
and the third player, I know I'm gonna get some grief on, but I think it's McTominay too. I think this is one of his bad performances.
One of
his worst performances.
You mean one of many, bro? I said one off.
I wouldn't say one of many. Like this game, bro, I didn't really see. Normally, McTominay gives me fight, gives me grit. Like he may not give you much going forward.
McTominay, my back foot,
defensively,
where was
solid.
he?
But this game, really, he wasn't really there.
Yo, Arsenal just gave Man United a surgical. This guy is here opening up about the truth.
Yeah, I always tell the truth, bro. I never lie.
Lulu, what did you think about Lulu?
About the truth, bro. You know that's crazy.
What did you think about the game?
I thought it was a good game. What Jai was saying, he was definitely hitting points on that. All that happened. I'm just surprised that he is seeing it, because normally he would come here and not see the dangers.
Bro, I be telling you, everything I say is facts, bro.
He won't see.
But nah, I thought it was a good game. What's it called? Do you feel like, I saw they were saying about playing? Do you feel like Luke Shaw would have been better playing as the center back and then maybe playing like Malacia at left back, because he has more, pace and energy to keep up with Saka?
I think Luke Shaw. I don't know if we were talking about this. Is probably went before we started recording. I don't think my fullbacks had a bad game, bro. One Basaka in the goal, but that's what's been his weaknesses. His defensive positioning in terms of like set pieces has always been poor. But I don't think Luke Shaw had a bad game. But I think Luke Shaw did well.
Bro, Luke Shaw was on skids, bro.
Nah. I disagree.
So wait,
bro.
boys. So are we saying to me, from what you saw, Saka versus Luke Shaw, that Luke Shaw held his own? Are we saying?
Nah.
I think Saka beat him in some moments, but I don't think Luke Shaw was the weakness in that team, bro. No, I disagree.
Bro, I didn't say he was the weakness, but I said
I don't think he had a bad game.
Listen,
he might have. I mean, he might have beat him one or two times,
because
but
one or two times.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw had a 3.6 rating.
Nah, bro.
Wan-Bissaka had 3.7.
Hold on, no.
Martinez had 5.4. Varane had 4.1.
Listen,
that is not in fact. Where are you reading this?
I'm reading off the goal line.
Yeah, nah, bro. That's
not, okay, let me check my thing. Yeah.
Disregard
on mine.
That's the British version.
On mine, Luke Shaw had 3.7. And Wan-Bissaka had 3.5. Hold on, wait a minute.
This shit global.
And then on mine, we had Ben White, who was our worst defender, and he had a 5.9. He was our worst defender.
So you say, okay, hold on, because let me ask you, fuck the rate. You think Ben White had a better game than Luke Shaw?
In the team,
Let's be honest.
bro. Yeah.
No,
Bro, the only
individual
reason Ben
performance.
came, bro,
Hold
the
on.
only reason
Hold
Ben
on.
came off,
You
yeah.
saying
Wait,
Ben
let me
White had a
finish.
better performance
Bro,
than Luke Shaw?
the only reason Ben came off was because he was on a yellow card and Anthony was trying to do the little let me dive here, let me
Anthony
dive
was,
there.
was
He was
smelly this
facing
game.
Rashford, bro. What are you talking about?
No, he wasn't. No, sorry. I meant to say Marcus Rashford. The same player, same thing, fam. Just bunch of divers, blood. Do you hear me?
Bro,
Yeah.
Lulu, I mean,
Where was
you
Bruno?
just
Where
saying
was
this,
Bruno?
bro. But no, hold on. Let's like Ben White did not have a better game than Luke Shaw. Like,
Are you sure?
Come on, bro.
Bro,
Like,
apart from
Luke Shaw, like the worst performance
listen,
is what I told you.
listen,
The three players. It's not Luke Shaw.
Rashford had
I'm
to
not
switch
trying to
wings
have-
at one point. What are you talking about?
Bro, we switch wings at certain phases
We
of the
don't.
game.
We
In
don't.
phases of the
Look
game.
at
But
my
that's a
notes.
Man United
No.
tactic. No, I'm
That's
saying that we do that.
But
Let me
No.
look up my notes.
We switch wingers. Like, it happens. It happens every game. There will be phases in the game where the wingers will
Yes.
switch positions.
no, but then my point is Rashford was with Ben, switch wings, yeah, and then Anthony was there until the second half because Ben had that yellow card early. After Ben had that yellow card,
Yeah.
they decided to put Pace with him because pacing behind with someone who's got a yellow card is what you need. That's why Tommy
Nah.
came on. And wait a
Nah.
minute. And when Tommy
Nah.
came on, what did any of your wingers do? When Tommy came on, what did Rashford do apart from that one chance in the first half?
You
Nothing.
change your
What
argument. My
bro,
point
okay.
was Luke Shaw and Ben White.
But then,
So
okay.
then we can
But
now
then,
we can
I mean,
talk
but
about the
now,
wingers.
Now,
But I was sticking
Saka
with
Saka on that right hand side Saka ate this game. You know
Yeah,
this.
Yeah.
Saka, no, he had a
He
great
left full.
game. He had a great game. Saka ate. So I don't want to hear about you're telling me about
How many
Ben
goals
White
did he
over
score?
two. He scored one.
Rashford scored one. So, like,
Hey, that was a Google from Rashford. That was a Google from Rashford. I like that skill he did on
you know what I'm
Partey.
saying? So, like,
He
Yeah,
took-
but
he
guess
took him
what?
outside.
But guess what? But guess
That's
what?
Google.
But guess what? Look what Bakayo done to Luke Shaw for his goal.
True.
Ericsson was marking him. It wasn't Luke Shaw. It was
Fam,
Ericsson.
Same person. It doesn't matter, fam.
Bro, like, we
Still
just
getting
danced.
skin
Listen,
up.
y'all did well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
The weakness for Man United is Ten Hag, Walcott, Anthony,
I said
and
Ten Hag,
no, seriously, because he didn't read the game
Dude.
properly, bro.
Hey,
He even said
guy.
it in his post match. He said it like they set up the way they set up to counter the Arsenal press. They realized that Arsenal did another way, so they had to change. But the change came in the second half. So I didn't feel that Ten Hag had control over that game. I didn't feel like he waited
Exactly,
too
fam.
long to make.
How you come into our yard
He
think
didn't
you're
read the-
controlling us?
He didn't read
What
the
do
game.
What do you
think
think
this
is his style?
Yo, how is a man coming to my house telling me he's not taking off his shoes? Are you mad? Are you mad? Are you mad?
Bitch, I said no shoes in my house.
Are you mad? Are you mad? Did you hear what you said about? Did you hear what? No, guys. Did you hear what you said? He said Ten Hag didn't come and do what exactly? Because he wasn't home. He came to my house and we told him these are the rules, and he tried not to follow them.
BK, what did you say with
No
City, bro?
thanks.
We beat them. They beat
Listen.
us. It's a handshake.
No.
It's a
No,
handshake.
no.
I'm using your words, my nigga.
Oh, now you're using my words. When I was saying it last week.
Nah. I think the difference between like Arsenal and City, because Arsenal have like fast wingers. So even if they possess you and all of that, you still know that they can still get in behind your team like on a counter. But we don't have that. So when
Emmy,
United play, huh?
Sorry, I'm sorry, yeah, but I don't want to hear City fans complain about wingers, bro. Like no one told you lot to sell.
Nobody's
Sane,
complaining. I'm not
Mare,
complaining.
like,
I'm saying so. The reason why, like against us, United were comfortable when they were in possession was because the only person we could kick the ball over the top to is Haaland. But for Arsenal today, you could see that the fullbacks were not comfortable to push up the field because they know if they leave the right side, Saka is gonna burst like into the space. Left side, Martinelli, we're gonna talk about Martinelli because Martinelli is on his way out. The way Trossard came in that game and was like, "Yeah, buddy, thanks for Thanks for keeping my spot warm for me, but I'm
Yeah.
here. Nah,
Yeah.
Trossard is gonna keep him at the team. I can see that coming already.
You know what it is with Gabby, yeah. Listen, I'm not too worried. Like, I don't. The thing is, yeah, I don't expect him. He's like, bro. Remember, guys, my team's young still. Are we expecting these players who are 2021 to have fantastic form throughout the whole season? Bakayo started the season was okay. He wasn't great, but he wasn't like Martinelli, you know.
Yeah.
Martin Odegaard half started the season. He was good, but he wasn't like how he was to the end of the season before the World Cup and after, you know. And even someone like Granit Xhaka, he played okay today, but he was
They gave him man of the match. Which I
nah. It was
Who
Saka.
was Zach? No, I
Saka.
think you sure?
Yeah. Saka won. It was Saka or Eddie, but I think it was Saka.
Nah, they gave it to Shaka, bro.
Well,
What's
for
it
me,
called?
Sky Sports gave it to Saka, innit? But I don't know. But
What's it called?
You might be
Workhurst.
right. I think and then get here. Lulu, one more point, because I want to touch on what MB was saying. I completely disagree from Man United perspective that the wingers. I think Man United lost the game in the midfield. I think Arsenal's midfield is where they won the game with Pate and
that's
Xhaka,
what I told
bro.
you though.
Nigga, I've been saying the wingers here with like like MB
I didn't say
saying
you won it because of the wingers. I just said that you could see that they weren't as comfortable pushing up the field, the fullback. So that's maybe that contributes to why they both got low ratings, because they didn't really offer anything attacking wise because they were so focused on keeping the wingers from getting in behind.
See,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, but I think it also ties into the midfield. I think that Man United, like that Arsenal dominated that midfield to the point where we couldn't really move forward. So there was a hard time of them just being able to
You know what
overlap or been pressed. So
do you know what it is? I think it was the personnel.
I just think. I mean, the person that really you can only say Casemiro, which yes,
Yeah, Casemiro was a big miss.
No, it's not even that. I just don't think
Just got
the type. Do you know what it is?
Exactly.
I think. Do you know what it is? I also think the type of midfielder Bruno is and the type of midfielder Eriksen is at his age, it's not what you needed. You needed more technicians, and obviously Eriksen is a technician, but he's a older technician. Like, I mean, if you had someone younger who was a bit more snappy with it, like your players are not like, bro. That's the thing. Remember, my midfield is different because my midfield is literally one young, hungry baller and two in their pump midfielders. Your midfielders was Eriksen, who's like 31, maybe 29. I don't know. Like he's not there. He's not what he used to be at like Tottenham or even at Inter Milan. Bruno is not a techie midfielder. Like he's not retain the ball, recycle the ball. He likes to pop it quick, you know, make you work, make you run. That's the type. And Scotty, I don't know. You tell me what Scotty is.
Yeah.
You think what Scotty is, kid?
No, listen,
what's it called? With Workhurst, right? If the plan was to bring in Workhurst, then it would nothing to just keep Ronaldo. Would you feel like maybe they should just kept Ronaldo at the club if it's gonna bring Workhurst?
I think Ronaldo thing, it's like it was, especially after the interview, it's an attitude thing. I don't think it was a personnel thing.
Okay, because
Listen,
Workhurst, I don't know, man. That guy was just over there running in slow motion. It was like he was in a dream.
Like he tried I think, do you know what? I think he tried in the first half. I just don't think, you know, as the game went on.
Like a messenger. He was just laying off the message. He barely even kept the ball to him.
Maybe, I don't know if it's a fitness thing, but like he's not looking like a 90-minute Premier League player.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he was tired. He needed to be like, you know, like change up. Maybe bring on Garnacho, you know, bring in Garnacho and then put Rashford up top.
Yeah, I think the changes. This is a change I think he should have made. I think he should change Workhorse and Anthony, and I would have brought in Palestri and Garnacho. But I understand the change he brought in with Fred, because, you know, like I said, Arsenal really won that game in the midfield. So you try to even up the balance there. So okay, I'm okay with that. But if you're gonna bring Fred, I would have take off McTominay and Workhorse again, and I would have brought again Garnacho and Palestri. Now he waited till like Arsenal scored the third goal to bring Garnacho on, but he even took out Varane. So I don't understand why he those
sorry,
changes.
can I just say, do you think his
Yeah.
mind? No, sorry, I know you're right, but I think would you say he's thinking of your? I know it's early, it's far away, but that Champions League, no, that Europa League fixture, you know.
Nah, I think
against Barca.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Because it's basically in 2 weeks.
Nah,
Like
I
2
mean
weeks.
we have a couple of games before. We have like the cup. I think
Yeah.
honestly,
No, but that's
He
what I'm trying to
said-
say.
he said-
You have the cup semi-final coming. You've got
nah, no. The reason I think that is because listening to what he said. He said
Lulu. How many cups are you like in?
Lucas was doing.
Nah, we tapped out.
He was pressing well, and he was also helping out in the defensive set pieces. But
Yeah,
I don't think that's
And
again,
because our team's quite tall.
But okay, yeah, but
In
you're
height?
losing the game, bro.
Yeah,
Like, you know
our
what I'm
team,
saying?
bro. Our back line up, bro.
Yeah.
Workhorse,
Everyone
you don't keep workhorse just for that. When you can bring in players that can possibly win you the game, you know what I'm saying?
but
you weighing up
remember-
the balance that way.
But remember, you know that you lot have needed a striker this year since Ronaldo, innit? So whoever you get, clearly, it's just a stopgap until you lot get clear looking like Harry Kane. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about in the game, in the
Near
moment,
40?
my nigga. Like I understand what y'all
Yeah,
saying, but in the game,
Not
in the
there,
moment,
not now. But
win that game and possibly
yeah, but there was
even
no
get
one
a-
there,
get a
bro.
draw.
There's no one there
Bro.
with experience. Experience.
You can bring Garnacho on, bro.
Garnacho ain't experienced.
Bro,
Experience, bro.
he
Experience.
gave Marcus the assist
He had
to score the
experience.
goal. So I'm
Bro,
saying bring him
that
on.
doesn't make
make
him
a change.
experienced, my G.
I'm not talking about experience. I'm saying in the
No,
game,
in the
it's not
game,
working.
bro,
It's
this
not
is a
working.
big
Workhorse
game.
is not working.
But this is
But
a
it's not
big
working.
game.
It's not working. Though.
Okay,
It hasn't
okay.
worked.
So
all
you're
game.
saying no, wait. So you're saying to bring on Garnacho against probably one of the best teams right now on form.
Yeah, that's
He
exactly what I'm
wasn't
saying.
gonna do shit, bro. I don't know what the fuck. I'm sorry,
He
fam.
did it.
He
I mean,
wasn't gonna do
would you
shit,
consider
bro.
Man City one of
you
the best
think
teams?
It was a pressure game, you know.
Yeah, but bro,
he brought him,
ask-
but he did something
MB,
against City.
MB, how
That
would
is
you
true.
come-
That is true.
No, wait a minute. Now let's ask the City fan. That back line that you played against United, how confident was you with that back line?
For me, I'm not even about to start talking about our back line, bro.
My point exactly.
But I know what you're saying. But even the goal he scored, like he crossed the ball, it was blocked. He tried again, and Rashford was there. But I think he's just a player that I wouldn't say he's not experienced. But I mean, if you need if you're running out of ideas, I can see why you bring somebody like Garnacho on. But experience, he's not experienced. And against City, I think that back line, bro, even Wood Weghorst probably would have
work, bro. Anybody's better than just Workhorse on there. You could have brought Garnacho just to see something, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like make a change. Like bring in Garnacho.
But I understand what BK is saying. Though it would have been tough.
So you do what he did. Leave Workhorse on. He's not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So just keep the nothingness.
Okay, it's like this, yeah. Like he takes before we end this. When he takes off Weghorst, your then only option is to play with the ball on the floor because I can tell you, Garnacho, Antonio, Rashfordinho, they're not getting the ball over Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu. They're not doing that party. They're not. They can't. They are not physically.
That's not the only way.
All
I
them,
understand that. Yeah.
But then I take it back to if you lot try to play out from the back, you lot trying to play out from the back is how you scored the third goal because our press is more of a unit and you want to run with the big play out the back here.
Biggie, let me ask you this: when did you guys score the third goal? What time?
88th minute.
Right. So the whole game it hasn't worked, my nigga. So
no. I'm not gonna let you say that shit. No fucking way. No fucking way. Because just last week, that's exactly what I said. You said our defense was shit, Akanji was shit, but we kept you quiet for 78 minutes. Shut your ass up. Shut up.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm not letting that one slide. No fucking no way. No way.
Listen, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but I said, bro, there was no option. Like, obviously, if
Bro, I
was,
have options. There's Garnacho on the bench, nigga.
yeah,
Like,
but
don't we have
bro,
options?
he can't trust in an 18. Like, bro, come on. You're asking Ten Hag to trust an 18-year-old, fam.
In the big game.
But then guess what? If that doesn't happen,
Nigga, this Rico
but let me
Lewis
ask you this.
out here playing. How old is this nigga Rico Lewis, bro? What do you mean?
Yeah, but bro, it's different.
Yeah,
Man
if you
City
good,
have
you
a
can play.
system. Like Man City have,
All right, bro.
bro.
All right.
No,
Next,
bro.
I ain't trying to
No.
So we don't have a system.
Listen,
Come on,
bro. Let me finish. The reason why I say that because Man City,
Wait,
I don't know if you watched.
style?
No, let me finish. If you watch the doc, and MB knows
It's
this.
not my
Man
style,
City,
nigga.
Man City, from under 7, bruv, maybe to under ones to the first team, they play the same football. They don't do that.
Information,
They do the same thing, bro.
I'm not here.
The under 12s be playing that type of football.
You're stretching, bro.
truth.
Garnacho has been
How is that a
playing
stretch?
well,
It's the
bro.
truth.
Bro, he's been playing well, bro. He's
What
good
is-
enough to come in this game. Like, I don't understand what you're saying, bro.
Do you
I-
know
I
Ten
think-
Hag's style now since he's been there since the summertime? Do you know what
Not
his
yet.
style is?
Not yet. Come next season, ask me. I have an idea. And
It's
the
coming,
reason
it's
reason
coming.
I say that is because I saw it in the City game. Because since like in the last couple times we played City, it's like Ten Hag is the only manager that I saw that he wanted to like really hold City back in their own half. He wants to play in the opposition's half. That's one of his big things.
Because I don't remember him. What's it called? I don't remember him playing counter-attacking football in Ajax. That's why I had to
He
ask.
didn't, bro. Like Man United, like I keep hearing this counter-attacking thing. We don't really play like we play at speed, release Rashford, but like even that City game, we didn't really play counter, bro. There's phase in the game where like yes, the opposition has more of the ball and more of the the momentum. Yes, you're gonna have to defend a little bit. You it's okay, but we don't play counter, bro. And his style of play is he wants us to be in the opposition box. It didn't really work against Arsenal. It did work against City, but not really at Arsenal. And that's why I'm saying like they dominated that midfield. That's what he did with City. He brought Bruno in to tuck in a bit more so we can have more of the possession. So that's a little bit of his style, but I don't just, like I said, I have to wait. But this game, he misread it, bro. And he did not react. And the reaction he did, the reaction he did was too late.
Lulu has the match.
Possession is just too
hold
low to be doing that.
What? That's not that.
Yeah,
low,
wait,
bro.
let's see. So look, our expected GA, I don't even care about that shit, boss. 3, yours was 0.33. Touches in the box, bro, we had 63, you man had 12. Passes in the final third, we had 185 to your 85. So, yeah, again, I tell you, bro, we had 25 shots, bro. And that's because some of our players
have 5 on target. We have 4 on target,
bro.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Like
no.
All this
Listen,
don't
no.
really like.
But you see that?
I'm just
you
talking
see
about the what's it called possession stat.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Maybe because I feel like his style. I feel like he wants to play good football in him. I feel like he wants to play good football, but I feel like maybe he's thinking, okay, maybe I don't have the right players to play the football I really want to play. If he had Casemiro, maybe I would have been more brave.
Bro, I'm telling you, like from just at least for me, right? If you're talking about a manager's style, I don't think you can base what a manager's style is based on like when they're playing teams that they're better than. I think it's when you play teams that are on your same level. If you have
100%,
how you play, right? And
100%.
with you saying that, you guys played against us, you didn't play counter, you didn't, but if you check the stats of the game, like the stats of the game clearly show that you guys were set up to counter. You guys scored 2 goals on a counter attack. We had 70% possession. You guys had less than 75 passes in our half, not in our box, in our half. So that whole thing of like he wanted to play against City, he didn't. He was fine with letting our midfielders try and push up and make mistakes, but y'all did not come out and try and push us back. And that's what I'm saying with Ten Hag. I don't know if that's his style, but with Manchester United, for the last couple of years, they've been a counter-attacking team. And for him to just come and like try and switch that, he can't. And I think they're best when they play this counter-attacking football. So I think he needs to work on that, because even against Arsenal, the goal they scored with Rashford, that was a counter. Against Man City, the 2 goals they scored were counters. So if you're doing that well,
I
playing,
wouldn't call that a counter, bro. But yeah, I hear you.
which one? Against Arsenal?
Yeah, the Rashford goal wasn't a counter.
I just
First
think
one?
United.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah,
people.
that
It
was
was
a good goal. That was good.
it was
A lot of
Partey
people
passing it back to him, bro. Fucking
A lot of
idiot.
people get counterattack and they think of it in a negative way, but it's not because even Real Madrid, their main way of scoring goals is
They've been struggling.
It's always been counterattack when they had
Camavinga.
Ronaldo, Ozil, Benzema, Higuain. It was always counter. So you can play counter and still be the bigger team in the game. I think even United in like years gone, they've been a good because people know United for their counter attacks. Like it's not like they're saying it's a negative tactic, but I think Ten Hag needs to find a way
Yeah.
But
on that because Anthony's not a possession winger.
Yeah, let's talk about Anthony.
You're gonna pass Anthony the ball and then expect him to make these plays that these wingers that play in possession style games are. Anthony is a winger that on a counter attack, 1-2 passes, he's behind, shoots. Like that's the type of player he is. That's the type of player. That's where he's gonna like come into his form. But like, look, Anthony had the ball so many times against Arsenal and did barely anything. Like
Quebec would make a pass.
You had the players. Like it also depends on the players you have. And with Rashford, Anthony, I guess Garnacho, Bucos needs to be out of that team. But with those three, that pace you have, bro, I think counterattack is the best option to go.
I agree.
I can't lie,
but
fam.
like the way I'm saying is like if you watch the previous performances,
next I want to talk about that mid-table loss.
You see that you're more defensive the whole game, and you just use the few counter moments you have to try to get a goal. But the way Ten Hag is playing, it's not just strictly counter. Like we play possession. But again, when you play against City, you have to know again what are their strengths. You play against City, they're gonna have more possession than you. It's guaranteed. But it's when you have your possession, what do you do with it? Are you strictly just like launching the ball, waiting for mistakes to happen and like take advantage of that? No, that's not what happened in that City game, boy. There were moments in the game where we put the ball down and we were playing. We were playing against y'all. Bro. And the mistakes y'all made was forced errors because of the press. Y'all made those
why are you talking about the City game?
No, I'm just talking about his style of play. Now, I agree with you that you have to wait to the big games to where you see his style of play. Now, in this Arsenal game, you could see that we were trying it, but it didn't work. Now, we missed Casemiro in that. I agree, but in totality, I think it was the key facts I told you. Ten Hag made mistakes in his lack of changes. Anthony, Warcross, and McTominay. These were how Man United lost the game, bro. And with Anthony, bro, he's still new. I'm not gonna diss the kid. I think he had a bad game, and I think that Ten Hag needs to bench him. I think he needs to bring
who? Elanga.
Palacio needs more minutes, bro. Palacio needs more
minutes. Bring Elanga back, fam.
Anthony. And I don't know about Ben, but he just needs to
bring Elanga back.
He just doesn't need to just put him back in there again, bro. I think you need to just like
Elanga's lives matter.
And then bring Palacio. But like I said, to bring him back to the game, it was a good game, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Arsenal win it, bro. I was happy with that we fought. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that Rashford got his goal. I was impressed with him continuous form, and he's starting to get his shots out now. That save that Ramsdale did that was a big shave, bro. That was a big save.
It's like breakfast.
Listen.
That was
a big save. You know what I'm saying? Let's give him props for that.
I was gonna end it and just say, listen. Listen.
Now, hold on. Let me finish my praise, then you can end it. With the Rashford, he's doing well, bro. Continue that. You know what I'm saying? I like how the team fought back and got the second goal because it was very easy to just get rolled over. Martinez and Varane still powerful, bro. So as far as I'm concerned, I think United going forward. We just started the season.
You good?
What's the Arsenal manager? Arteta is like 3 years in his thing, bro. So you know what I'm saying? Like you guys have a system formation. Like this has been in the process.
Million a month, man.
For Man United, I'm not really worried, bro. Arsenal go win it. We have 20 titles, bro. Go enjoy yourself. We've done this too many times. So let's continue the process.
Leave him. Leave him.
Now you can end it.
I'm not having that.
I'm done. I'm done.
Ain't
I don't know
no
why
way.
you lot.
Oh, man.
I'll just
Oh,
leave
man.
him, bro. I'll just leave him.
Bro, when Rashford was when you guys were up, because I remember there was a conversation in the group chat about the fact that for Man United to be considered title contenders or to be in the title race, like they have to make up the points on Arsenal, and then Arsenal need to drop points with United not dropping anything. I told AB it would be like it's possible. Everything in football is possible, but it's gonna be very hard. But
Bro, he's lucky I won in the group chat.
was very confident about that, right?
What was he saying?
Today when Rashford scored, he said that like they're gonna make up the ground, right? And when Rashford scored,
he's lucky I
he was
in
like
the group chat.
Manchester United title contenders or
Yeah, I
whatever.
saw that. I would have told him, relax, bro. Don't do
Yeah,
it.
bro. Like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
Arsenal team, people keep thinking it's the same Arsenal team that mid season they're gonna mid season they have 50 points. Arsenal are on the verge. We got 101 points. We're the only team to get 100 points. This Arsenal team are on course to get 110 points this season if they continue the way they're playing. So
Nah,
like,
we
let me
won't.
ask
We won't.
BK, let me
We
ask you a
won't.
question. So
We
let me
won't
ask
get
you a question.
110 points.
no. You're on like if you
Right.
do the way that you've only dropped 7 points at the halfway point. If you do the same in the second half, you're gonna
Okay.
So
I
BK,
was
how do you
thinking, I was like,
feel about the season and the run-in with Arsenal so far? And
Listen.
one question, and second is, what do you think has changed from last season to this season?
Oh, come on, man. I answered this question second week of the season. Listen, I remember I came here and I sat and I told you, I said, the naivety you lot are holding against Arsenal is why we're going to do what we're doing. And I said that to you lot match week 3, I think. And now we're 18, 19 games in. And finally, the like you lot have opened your eyes. Oh, you're like everyone's washing their eyes thinking, this isn't the same Arsenal. And the thing is, credit to MB, because he was the only one on here that was like, nah, they have good players. Lulu, where you now, fam?
bro.
Like, mid classical with it off.
Focus on your victories. I ain't got shit to do with that shit.
I'm just telling y'all, bro. The Arsenal, bro. Y'all gotta start respecting these niggas, bro. At the beginning of the season, they were like, "Oh, it's the beginning of the season, bro." I've been telling y'all about this team since the end of last season, bro.
I worry about this squad.
Man City helped them.
I'm not gonna lie.
You see,
I worry about your squad depth.
But you see, you see that squad.
Oh, Gary Neville said that too on Sky Sports.
Listen,
Oh, yeah?
tell Gary Neville to shut up. Listen,
Champions League winner, man. Behave.
listen, I don't care. What is his Valencia record? You know, like that, fam.
Better than Lampard and fucking Gerrard. I know that. Let's talk about it. We gotta talk about your legends, Lulu. We gotta talk about your legends.
Gary Neville himself said that he will struggle playing football.
I gotta
right now.
talk
You
about
can't
your
even
legends.
talk about man. Like
We gotta talk about your legends when we get there, bro.
Nah. But do you know what?
Talk about your
You see, with us,
one is coaching on the field, one is talking about football.
you guys see the video of Lampard talking to the fans? That boy was like,
yo, he was pressed.
oh my god.
Yo, he was shook,
Help
bro.
me.
He was shook. He was shook. But nah, listen. You see, with us, just to end it, like the way the season's going, I think,
And
like I
BK,
said, listen.
I'm not gonna lie, you would have hated me if we won today, though, boy.
Yeah, I know.
I ain't gonna lie, you would have hated
When it was
me.
1-0, fam. When it was 1-0, I said, oh.
The shit I had loaded, boy.
Nah. But do you know what? Yeah, I think this season, bro. Like, listen, it's still amazing, innit? And let's just keep doing it. And like the thing that's different for us, I think it's just it's like I think the Amazon doc has helped a lot of the players.
I was saying,
Honestly, man.
we need Amazon to go back in that locker room, bro.
Honestly, bro.
Why do you say that?
Because when the cameras were there, everybody was flopping. We need them back. We need them back.
Bring back the cameras.
But the thing is, like that's helped maybe the players click mentally, just like like this is what happened to us. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So it's one thing reliving it, but reliving it is different. Like just like it was weird for me as a fan watching it back. I can't imagine them. Maybe they didn't watch it, but I think not getting top 4 and everything people were saying in the summer, like, just in terms of just how other clubs are moving ahead of us, if we're gonna catch up, like all of that stuff. And you can see the picture behind me, bro. Hold on, let me cover. You see that is our squad. That is it. That is our team. You've seen all of those players. All of those players, apart from one or two, don't really like play proper like games for us. But that's our team. So our squad is thin, like you lot said, but we're addressing that. We bought Trossard. Apparently, we're gonna get some centre back, and there's one
he
right
was
back.
in the stadium too.
You see, I didn't even see him, but yeah, apparently, well, we're gonna get some midfielder and then some right back. Apparently, we're linked with. Like, listen, it's at the end of the day, if we can literally get those 3, sorry, with the centre back, that's we don't know how good they'll be, but at the end of the day, those replacements can help our main 11 stay fresh, and then all we can do is just keep winning. And we play City on the 16th, I think. So that's gonna be another long game, fam.
On the 15th. So
It's the
Valentine's
15th.
Day, make sure you go have fun, drink water.
Not the water.
Because the day after Valentine's Day, we going to war. And ain't no postponing in this town. And you know what I don't want? I don't want this Sunday. I don't want him to play Haaland in this FA Cup game. Don't show these Arsenal defenders what to do against Haaland. Play Alvarez, play whatever. I want Arsenal's first taste of Haaland to be in that Premier League game. Don't play him in the FA Cup.
Bro,
y'all got City in the FA Cup?
Yeah. Friday, on the 27th.
Yeah.
And then y'all got them in the Prem too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like that's mid-February though.
Yeah, it's like mid-Feb, bro. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, but that FA Cup game, listen, you might can have that, fam. You might can. Not like that, but it's just like going away to City. Fucking hell. And it's an FA Cup game, like whatever, man. Like their benches are starting 11. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
you need to go to war 3 times this season.
It's like Chelsea. It's like Chelsea's bench is meant to be a starting 11, but that's barely a reserve team. So speaking on Chelsea, I think we should go into the mid classic off.
Mid-table
squabble, fam. That
I see Chelsea is on you guys' minds. Let's talk about Chelsea.
That bottom of the barrel bum fighting, fam. You know them ones there.
We're not even gonna put all of the smoke. All of the smoke is not on Chelsea. It's Chelsea and Liverpool. They're both Let's set the record.
And we addressing our issues. Liverpool, they can't afford to address their issues.
Let's set the record straight. It's both mid-table teams, Chelsea and Liverpool FC, that created the most boring match I've ever seen.
No facts
in my life, bro. My, like we've seen boring games, but when you hear Chelsea and Liverpool, you expect something. You expect either if it's gonna be 0-0, let there be some fire in the game, some card.
Talk about it.
Like, bro, this game was so boring, man. It was so boring.
Tell us.
Yeah,
I feel like that was down to Liverpool. I feel like Liverpool, they didn't come out to play their usual game with the high press. They were not capable of doing that against us. They would have been it would not end well for them.
Though.
That's why they didn't do that. Havertz had a good game.
Nah,
I feel like the whole team had a good game. It's just that
his shooting boots. Yeah,
they were all falling. I don't know why they were falling, but other than that,
I told you the shooting boots
that was supposed to be challenging for the league, like on all counts. So it's like, okay, you guys saying that Chelsea is struggling. What happened to Liverpool? What's their excuse? Why are they not playing well again? What happened?
The Liverpool have no money.
Whose fault is that? They bought Gakpo. What happened to that? Why you didn't want to address what you needed?
They have money. They just don't know how to spend. They've needed midfielders for the longest. They haven't replaced Wijnaldum. Like the players they're buying, they're not okay. Maybe Nunes, but like the players they bought, they're not the pressing players that Liverpool, like Firmino. When they got Firmino, Wijnaldum, Salah, these players that were like hungry to press for the ball. That Liverpool press, it's gone in the last couple weeks. So like them signing Nunes, signing Gakpo, them signing. Who else have they signed? I don't even know. But that money, they could have bought a midfielder. Like everybody can see Liverpool need better midfield. Who was playing their midfield, bro? Because they line
Curry catch.
Yeah, that busy Isaac Teach dude, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
Curry catch. Yeah.
I thought,
hey, yo, bro, if you see
that
this,
lineup looked like a
we don't support
Carabao
Liverpool.
Cup lineup. That's what that looked like.
It looked like a what?
Carabao Cup lineup.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. What's it called?
But like,
yeah, man, I feel like he should have started with Mudryk. I know that he hasn't played in a while, but when he has started, if he has started,
You saw the truth when Mudryk came on, bro.
that would have gone.
Nice.
Lily said, "Oh, this is what Arsenal was scouting." He was like, "Nah, do you know what? Nah,
apparently, go on.
No, I was just gonna say, if he had his shooting boots on, that would have been a great debut, bro. Because he was doing some stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? And even me, bro, I was watching the game. I was watching it thinking,
facts. I feel like that they were too harsh on that chance. They said he should have scored. I think the ball was just ahead of him, man. There was nothing he could have really done to score that, in my opinion.
Which one? The one that over the top?
Yeah, where he was stretching.
That one was a bit overcooked. The pass,
like obviously,
I feel that one. I think Big Aiton on the one where he was dribbling through the players.
Yeah.
That one, if like a little like chip or something.
Like Leroy Sané. That's what that was.
Yo, Pep, he sold a lot of players, man. He got rid of a lot of players.
The players that Pep has sold, I when I go to sleep, I dream about these players, bro. Leroy Sané, that sale, I don't care what anybody tells me, bro. I will never agree with this.
That sale was so stupid.
Ever. I will never agree with that sale, ever.
But like, hey, Lulu, now that you're seeing your team, obviously, like, we know that that midfield still needs some surgery in it, but your team's changing. Like, not saying that, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, I thought this game was important for the pair of you lot. Like, whoever won that could maybe, like, get them back into the top 6 and, push on towards the end of the season. But leaving it, are you comfort? Like, was the performance changed? For me, it has, in terms of just how you lot played. Yeah. But has it changed for you as a Chelsea fan?
Yeah, I feel like I've definitely seen some improvements in the team, in the way we're playing right now.
Yeah, same.
I feel like we continue with that. Let's see. Plus, everyone's come back fit now. You have Reece James come back fit. João Felix, damn, he has one more game to... This nigga forgot.
These guys saw 30 minutes. They saw 30 minutes of Felix and said, we need him.
Wait, 1 or 2?
No, facts. All these teasers, bro. These are too much teasers.
Nah, one more.
One more. Yeah, one more game.
All the Chelsea fans are counting down the hours, fam. They're counting down.
But when they come back, the next game, we will see results. I'm really worried about Liverpool, though. I feel like it might go back to them dog days because the owner is waiting to buy a franchise in the NBA right now. So he's not even trying to spend money in your team. So with Liverpool, you gotta figure it out.
But hold on.
We came to your home. We having a bad season. We have like 10 or how many players injured, and then we come to your home and you can't even beat us. Where was Mo Salah? You have your full 11. Trent, you put Trent on the bench. You wanted him to run away from the Mudryk smoke.
We need to talk about Salah, bro.
Hold on.
Come on, man. Shout out to Buy Their Shield. Buy Their Shield, did your thing.
We gotta talk about Salah. We can't leave Salah. We've been leaving Salah on this podcast too much. They were in this podcast, we were rating Salah as one of the greatest. Where's Mo Salah, bro? In this podcast.
Listen.
Somehow,
before this season, in the last like 5 years, he's been one of the best players in the Premier League. You can't deny that.
I've always said that Salah's been good, right? He always put numbers, but I've always felt that, like, the way we compare him to other players, those players carry their team throughout the season. I always feel like Salah disappears throughout the season, bro. You have patches, you score a lot of goals that would carry him. When you look at his numbers toward the end, you'd be like, okay, he had a good season. But if you watch game in, week out, you know that Salah disappears. But he'll go through patches where he disappears. Now he just happens that no one bailing him out. And he
Who?
just going underneath Salah. There's no one.
Yeah.
Like, it would be Mane doing it for a couple of games. It would
Right.
be Diaz coming in. You know what I'm saying? Or Firmino doing it for a couple of games and Salah just disappears. You know what I'm saying? Or Joe and Jota came. You know what I'm saying? Going that run and so on. So he's always done this. That's my thing. I've always said. That's why I always called him out on it. It's like he's a good player, but when you compare him to the great, Salah he can't hold up, bro. Because he disappears. Like, where is he?